Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, co-host.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you too on this beautiful afternoon. I thought it was going to be raining today, but it's
Isn't
not. It's
it
beautiful.
beautiful outside?
Yes.
It's so nice. It's so nice. Welcome, everybody, to our podcast, to our live YouTube channel. I am Ebony Nicole. We are Opinions. I am Ebony Nicole. She is.
Elisa Matissa.
Yes. Hey, guys. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful day. How can't you enjoy this day? Like, it's so beautiful outside.
I was outside trying to get some work in. I kept putting off mowing the lawn, and I
Uh-huh.
finally got ready to mow this lawn. And the damn gasoline was spilling out of it. I got a leak. It's terrible. So I'm smelling like gasoline, like right now. Like it's so hard to get gasoline
It
out.
is. You
Ooh.
gotta like literally sit in a bath and soak.
Soak. I know. I got to soak myself. A shower's not enough, but I'm gonna do that. I was
Right.
trying to fix it. It wasn't working, so I'm gonna wait until
So
you
you
know.
looking pretty smelling gasoline? Like gasoline.
Well, just my hands is just smelling like gasoline, but it's okay. I still got my natural oils that's oozing out of my pores. That's
Right.
stronger than the gasoline smells. Just when I go like that, it smells a little bit, a little scent, nothing strong.
Yeah. I hate that when I'm like doing my gas. You go in the
Yes.
car, you're like, hmm. So yeah, girl, how was your weekend? Tell me how was your weekend?
Oh my goodness, my weekend was like it was great because I always feel like I say that every weekend, like I stayed in a house and I just feel like I'm trying to get my little accomplishments done that I've
Right,
been working on. Like just short
right.
accomplishments, short goals. My short goal this week was to get ready for my vending events because I'm doing like two huge ones the beginning of June. So I wanted
Okay.
to get like at least like design my own pillowcases and I already have three in my line of pillowcases. So I designed my goal was to design at least 10 this whole week because I'm starting to get into graphic design. So I'm getting better. I hired me
Ooh.
a tutor. So I
Okay.
hired a tutor like 2 months ago. So now I'm
Ooh.
kind of like going with the flow without the tutor because I don't want to like keep paying him and I just want to learn on my own and see if I can grasp it. And if I
Mhm.
don't yet, I'm going to hire him again to do more
You do it
sessions.
online? Online tutor?
Yeah,
Or
they got online
oh,
tutors for
nice.
everything, girl. Like if you want to learn Spanish, whatever. So I
Oh,
hired
that's
a tutor
cool.
to learn how to do graphic design on Adobe Illustrator because I'm not
Oh,
familiar with it.
nice.
And I usually hire people to do it for me, to draw for me. But this
Right.
time it's like I want to do it myself. I want to cut out the middleman and start focusing on doing things myself. So I
Gotcha.
started my son. Let me show you, girl, some of my artwork. I did. I'm gonna show you a couple of them right now.
Go
Just one
ahead,
moment.
girl.
These are my and one inspired by our conversation that we had one day last
Okay.
week, not one day, but last week. So
Okay.
let me show you. Okay. Okay. Let me share it.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's
Yes, that's one.
nice.
Yes, I don't know, I love nature, grass,
I
so I
love
added some of
that.
that.
Beautiful.
And then here's my other one.
I'm a woman that pays, slays.
Pray.
Yes. Trust God for the that is I love that,
I'm
E.
a woman that prays, slays, minds her business, does her best, and trusts God for the rest.
Minds her business. Let's say it again. Minds her business.
Hello.
No,
Yes,
I
okay, and
love
here's another
it.
one. For us
Oh, that's
spiritual people and the
nice.
Christians. I even changed because I bought the top of it. I had somebody do the top because I'm not good with the hair and the arms and the
Right.
fingernails. So I dressed her, girl.
Why she
That
got
was
the
a hard
red
task.
bottoms on? I see them
Huh?
red bottoms. She got the
Girl,
red
I did
bottoms
that
on.
myself. I switched out the shoes. It was a task, okay?
Hi guys. Hi Carol. Hi mom. Hi Shantae. Shantae says she likes it. This is nice.
Yeah. Do you see the messages
I need
though?
that. I
Do
need
you
that
see the
one.
messages? Okay,
Yes,
bam. My
difficult.
next one.
Oh, sleek,
Okay. Yes.
nice.
And
She's chilling.
this is inspired by us. And remember our conversation with Carol?
Yes, I love that. E. There is strength in sisterhood. I gotta go online and purchase. I need that. I need that last one. All of them was really good. You
Yes,
did a
those
good
are my
job.
two. Yes, I did 10 altogether, but these are my favorites. So I was just like, I'm happy with these.
Nice. Nice. I love it. So where can people find that? On your website?
Well, I'm gonna put them on, but first, because I'm doing it for the printer right now, so I gotta print them, and then I'm gonna be on Amazon. That's what I'm gonna work. That's today. My next short term goal is to, because I already got approved for Amazon, and I got
Good.
my business is already. They do like a Zoom interview and everything with you. So I
Yeah.
did all of that, but it's
Good.
so hard to figure out to navigate through Amazon and what they need for you to list your stuff. So that's what my
Mm,
next short term goal is. I want to figure out how to list my stuff on Amazon, how to ship
right.
everything to them, because that's going to cut out so much like middleman for me to be able to
Right.
mail it to them, for them to mail out doing prime shipping. So I'm looking
Wow.
forward to that. So that's what I'm going to navigate through today, tomorrow, and the next
Good
days. I'm going to
stuff.
be on Amazon and I'm going to be vending, and I will let everyone know where my next vending event is at. My first one is going to be Juneteenth. And
Nice.
out here at what's the mall? It's the biggest mall. It's actually next to me.
In
You ever been
Jersey?
to American Dream Mall? We got to go there.
Oh, yes, yes. I've been there like once before a while ago, but it's huge.
Yes, it
Huge.
is.
So we
Carol
gotta
said
do
it
that.
looks like me. I don't know. I think that's probably why I gotta hire other people, because I feel like I do a lot that's I feel like inspired by, that
Inspire
kind of
you.
like is a
But it's
reflection of me.
nice.
But people love it, so
Nice.
I'm going with it.
Good stuff.
And
I
how was your
love it,
weekend?
E. You are
Thank
so
you, girl.
creative. So my
Thank you,
weekend was
girl.
well. Friday I worked. I had a few orders that I had to get out on Friday. And then Saturday was my cousin Monique's 50th slash 90s party. When I
Oh
say
yes.
we had, that's why I'm still wearing my bam boom earrings, at least two pair.
Mm-hmm.
In tribute to her, we're gonna keep the celebration going. But it was so nice. At the end, she had sip and paint, so she had somebody come in and we painted the girl with her bamboo earrings standing at the bus stop sucking on the
Oh,
lollipop.
nice. Oh,
Isn't
that's
that cute?
cool. Yes, that's
So,
cool.
and I was like, this was so cool. And it rained a little bit, but we still had a good time. Love was in the building. And she had these cute little gift bags for us.
Oh, nice. That's such a
Isn't
nice, like, thoughtful touch.
it? But she had like old school candies. Like, you remember Chico Stick?
Yeah, I love Chico sticks. What? That was my favorite. I love those.
But wait, E, what about the candy buttons, yo?
Oh my
Remember the
gosh.
candy button?
Memories. Yes.
Wait a minute. What about the candy chains and the rings? And you used to have it on your and eat it off?
Oh my God. I love I love
Wait,
it.
one more. She killed me when she had these because I used to kill these. The big bowl, the super bowls. I don't know
Yeah,
if you remember,
that's
it
the
was a
gum.
gum.
How you turn into bubble gum? Yes, I love
Girl.
it.
That's why I had mad cavities because I used to like sneak because I was fat when I was little. And I used to sneak these.
I used to
But
always stop at the store too. That's that fat girl stuff. Because I used to stop at the
what?
store on my way to school and buy like so much candy. And that
Yes.
5 cents, 10 cents would take you a
Right.
long way with some
But did
candies.
you have the penny store around it, like the candy store, the penny? Was it a penny? I
I don't
forgot. It
remember.
was
I
the,
remember 5 cents. I don't think I remember a penny.
or
But
maybe
you
that's
older than
when I
me.
went to
You're a little
visit my
older than
aunt.
me, so I don't know.
1 year. Stop playing with me.
Doesn't matter. I think it's
The
in here a
penny,
couple of
yo,
months.
and she used to be called the penny lady. This was in Virginia, I think, when I used to visit my aunt. But she used to be the penny lady girl. We used to sneak down she used to live in a house down like a mile. We used to sneak and buy candy. I used to be in the bag eating stuff in my face. It was so funny.
I
But
know.
yeah, it was really
That
nice.
brings back memories. That's such a thoughtful touch.
Right? It was so nice. Everything was nice. And she looks amazing. She's in a 21-day challenge. She lost. So I was like, yo, skinny mini. She looks so
Yes.
good. But we had a good time. And then today I just rest. I did some self-care. I did a facial. So my
Oh,
face
okay. Your
might look
skin is always so
pale.
nice, though. You always say that. Your skin is
Thank you.
always so beautiful.
Thank you. And that's
I don't
it. That
think
was
I
my
ever saw you
weekend.
with a pimple.
Really? I
You
try
don't
not
get
to.
pimples often.
No, I
I don't
really
remember ever.
don't. But because I be drinking this all day, that good old water, that H2O, do a skin good.
Even before that, I think it's your genetics. Because even before that essential
Yeah.
water, I don't remember you ever having like pimples
Right?
or a bad
Yeah.
skin day or anything.
I'm definitely blessed to have stayed with, clear skin. Hardly do I get like pimples or whatever. But are you ready for the hot topics?
Yes, girl, yes. Unfortunately, these current events today.
Well, yeah, this one right here, yeah, it's very sad. We're gonna go into the Buffalo shooting. This happened on Saturday, right? I believe, yes, Saturday.
Yes.
There was a mass shooting in Buffalo at the Buffalo supermarket where they said it was a racist hates crime. He killed this white young kid, 18 years of age, young. He killed 10 people and 2 were injured. And I think
But a
11
total of
were.
13 he shot. Total of 13, 10 died.
Yeah, right. He shot 13, injured, right? And 10 died and 2 are still, I think, alive, right? Yeah, that's what I just read.
I
Yeah,
think 2 or
2 is still
3.
alive.
I think 3, but
Oh,
I don't
3?
know if they died. Yeah, hopefully
Oh,
they're
okay.
still with us.
Oh, yeah, 3 wounded in the racist shooting. Yep. And so this morning I was just looking at all of the relatives of some that are speaking out and people that were in the supermarket at the time. One of the security guards that was a police officer prior, I just read a message about him. So sad. And it's so crazy that this month is mental awareness month. And like me and you were talking earlier, it's like, when do this, I don't know, it's mental and he was racist because, you could tell by, the backstory on him. But when is this going to stop? It's so sad. Somebody lost a child, a mother, a kid that they're not never ever going to see because somebody it's still in this hatred. It's just sad, and my heart goes out to the families. What
But
do
I
you
don't know
think
if it's
about this?
mental. I don't feel like his incident, like what he did, I don't think it's related to mental health. I really believe that it's more related to hatred. And I don't, it could be partially mental health, but I believe that it's a lot of hatred and like
Yeah,
white supremacy involved in
that's
that.
it. Yeah. And so I was reading too that last year in his high school, he announced on his social media that he was going to blow up the graduation. So, and they said no charges was ever made. They just sent him to go see somebody, to talk to a therapist and check his, check mental. But those are red flags. What do you do if a school, if you had a child in a school and this white kid, young kid, put it out there that he was going to blow up the school or the graduation? Do you take charge? I would have raised hell. Like, this kid got to be removed. He got to see psychic. He cannot be back in where our kids go until we know that he's cured or something. I don't know. What do you
Absolutely.
think?
I think he should have been he should have had an intense evaluation after that comments, because mass shootings, they need to take that very seriously this day and age, because it happened too many times.
Right.
So I think from when I was looking at CNN, when I told you I was in and out of the house, so I wasn't able to sit and focus. But one of the things the newscaster said was that there were so many red flags before it came to this. They could have picked up on these red flags, and a lot of times it's ignored, especially when you're white.
Right.
If he was black, he would have been out of that school he would have been expelled.
You already know they would have removed him. You can't go back on the premises until we see that you have thorough something, talking to therapists. And I don't know. I just think they take it so lightly. And it's so unfortunate that now we have 10 people that are dead. Like, y'all could have prevented this. That's just my opinion. Like, there's so many other things they could have put in place before this young kid went back to that school.
And they said that a lot of, I think too, like with the pandemic, not that that's to blame, but they were saying that at home and not having nothing to do, like a lot of people delve themselves into, like, not just, how I'm sewing, I'm out, I'm gardening, I'm doing stuff. Just as well as I'm doing positive things and you're doing productive things, people are using that time to do negative things and delve deeper into like their hatred and things like that. And I think that was the case with him. Like, he was able to pull up a lot of like material, doing a lot of research on hatred, white supremacy, and theories and crazy like stuff for about white supremacy that it's just like, I don't know. I feel like that's a lot that relates to, what he did, like just having too much time on your hands and using it negatively.
Right. Now, do you think the school should take some accountability for allowing him back in school after he, said that threat last year?
Absolutely. Yeah, they got to take some type of responsibility. They should
I'm
be held
suing.
accountable. And I think they
Yeah.
need to make an example out of this school, maybe cut off some funding or something,
Yeah.
because they need to be an example to, they need to put them as an example for other schools. Like, you
Right.
have to take heed to these things,
Right. Not
especially,
to be played with.
yeah. Like, it was so, and then he went, like you said, well, before we came on, drove 3 hours.
3 hours. I wonder what was what was his thoughts? Like, do he map it out? Like, again, he had time to really, for me, I'm thinking, had time to think out what he was going to do. What supermarket? Where are the majority of the Black people are shopping at? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so crazy to me that people still have this hatred. And
When I was watching CNN, they said that he was there Friday. Like, so he kind of
he
like,
was scoped the place out.
scoped the place out, seeing what was going on. I think
Wow.
from what they were saying, that supermarket, and it's unfortunate, like, now that the supermarket is closed down in that neighborhood, they don't even have a lot of that's like the only supermarket in that neighborhood,
Wow.
like within the next like 10-mile radius. So that was the easy
Wow.
supermarket for that community to go to, and it was predominantly Black. So I don't know what type
Wow.
of research he did, but he basically zeroed in on a predominantly Black neighborhood, on a
Facts.
supermarket that where the majority of that community will go. And
Wow.
a lot of them that he killed seem to be like senior citizens, older people, Black people. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen the video. It's kind of gruesome. I saw it.
I didn't see the video, but I just seen the security guard that was as an ex-cop, the one who tried to defuse and um I guess get the gun from him or whatever. That's the only story I really seen. I didn't really see
No,
video,
I
but
saw it. He live streamed it.
he did.
He
I
live
know
streamed
he
it.
said that on his social media that he wanted to do it, but I didn't know. Oh, so he live streams it.
They wiped
Wow.
the internet clean of it, but I saw it.
Wow. That's
And
crazy.
it's unfortunate. Like, it's almost like he had it. Like, there was no, how when some people, there's no stopping them. Like, you could tell when he drove up, he's driving up, and he's like, it's about to go down. Like, I'm putting in my hood way.
Right.
It's about to go down, and he's like, I'm doing it. No turning back now. That's what he says.
Oh,
And
that's what
then
he said?
he said that as he's driving up with the gun in the
Wow.
passenger seat, and it was an
Right.
AK-15. So he
Right.
was just like an AR-15.
Right.
So he was like, it was in the passenger seat. So he grabs it out, parks. You know how you in a supermarket parking lot? He's like parked like parallel to the entrance.
Right.
And you could tell a lady and a man were getting in the car. Like, they was parked in front of the exit. And they was
Okay.
parked in front. She was getting ready to get in the car. The guy was in back where the trunk was at. He just came in blasting, instantly dropped them to the ground. And then
Wow.
he just shot
In the
up. There were two
parking
people
lot? Oh, see, I didn't see the video. I don't even want to see the video.
Girl, is gruesome. So then there were people coming out. So he got those two people going into the car. There was two
Right.
people coming out of the exit. He and I mean, they was dropping, like, I guess them bullets in that AR, it makes you drop like instantly. They dropped,
Wow.
like, it looked like a video game. Like a video
Right.
game. Dropped instantly.
Jesus.
Then when he shot those at the exit, he just started spraying up the front window. So I don't know who he got at the front window. Then he goes in. When he goes in, you could see an older lady and some other guy like that. When he goes in, he's going into the aisle now. The lady just instantly blasting. And then you could tell she's like grimacing in pain, like, Oh
Right.
my God. He went back to her and blasted her. Like, it was terrible.
Wow.
And then there was one white guy like laying on the floor, like by the cash register. He was like bent down. And then he's like going to him, getting ready to kill him. And then he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like,
To the white guy.
It was a white guy. So he said, I'm sorry, and kept it moving, skipped over him, and continued blasting away at like the Black people. So it was just
sad.
it's terrible.
Yeah, I didn't even have the guts to look up that video. I don't want to see it. It's heartbreaking. It just makes me so nervous, like, to go to supermarkets, to the trains. Like, it's crazy. How are we supposed to live like that, in fear? I know, you're not supposed, but it's scary. My condolences go out to the families of those 10
And that's what I say.
people.
You know, I always say, like, don't provoke anybody. Just don't, don't try to get entangled in an argument with anybody.
Yeah,
But sometimes these people are out getting food to eat. Like,
right,
there was no even avoiding that. You're not even provoking anything. You're not even talking. You're not even saying a hello. Like, you're just going to get food. And there
right.
was one man who was saying his grandmother, he knew like something happened because his grandmother went to go get food. And then he
Hmm.
kept calling her phone, calling her phone. There was no
Oh,
answer. And he just instantly knew like something happened. They went
something
there.
happened.
He went there. Her car was still in the parking lot. And then he just knew instantly once he saw a car in the parking lot that she was one
Right.
of the victims. And she was.
Wow.
And it's just older people. Like it was like a 70-something-year-old, 80-something-year-old. Like it's just so unfortunate to have
Right.
that much hatred in your heart.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. So what do you think, because he's a white young kid, what do you think they're going, because they're saying that, he's facing life. I just think they're going to give him, I don't know, based on mental, they're going to say he's delusion. Like, I don't know.
Wait,
I
but
know
how
they
did
was,
he plead not guilty? That's what I want to know. How do you plead? How you gonna plead? You live streamed it and you pleaded not guilty. Are you playing around
that's
with
why
the
I'm
system?
saying there got to be some type of mental illness, I'm telling
No,
you.
I don't
It
believe it's
plays
no
a big
mental
part.
illness.
What I'm saying is not it that plays mental illness plays a big part. For you to go out and kill people,
No, you
mental
just
illness
have
plays a
hatred.
part of it.
So do you think the Ku Klux Klan and all them? Do you think that was hatred, or do you think that was a psych issue? That's
No,
hatred.
it's both. It's both. It has to be something wrong for you to go out and want to kill somebody, innocent people. So I'm saying
No,
it plays, yeah, for me.
you're really not. I don't think there's nothing. You could just have hatred in your heart. Like, just like if somebody want to kill somebody, if you step on their foot, like sometimes people just have a hair trigger temper where they just can't control it. And not only that, they have like other issues like
Yeah,
hatred. He felt like white supremacy, white people that believe in white supremacy really believe that they have to control the population because us blacks, other races, people of color are getting out of control as far as growth, as
right,
far as like we're able to get houses, homes, we're able to, we're almost like we're getting to that level, and
right.
they want to control the growth of the people of color, and that's
Yeah,
really what it boils down to. I don't believe that that's a psych issue.
yeah. So at this point, I'm like, I'm definitely want to get. I've been saying I want to work on my gun license. No, I'm dead serious. I have to
It's just
because
that in New York,
nowadays,
though, it's nearly you need to move down south. It's nearly
well, I'm gonna
impossible in
try
New
to do
York.
a business license.
Okay,
To say like I got a unit in Jersey or somewhere,
but
but
you can't even carry it on you.
you
Like
can't
in
even
New
carry in
York,
New York, right? Yeah,
you can't even carry it on you.
yeah. I don't
So
know.
it's only if you're in your work in your place of business. But if you're at the supermarket, like
Right, you
a
can't.
lot
You're
of
not
times
having
it's
it
like
on you. That's
you
the
have to
scary
be a
part.
police officer or in the military in order to get a gun license to carry.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how this story unravels.
But the crazy part about it is the way that they arrested him. What do you think about the way they, took him in very delicately?
Right, very delicately. If it was a black dude, he would have been stomped out. His
Dead,
arm would have been
stomped
twisted
out,
and
dead.
broke. What?
I don't think
Exactly.
he would have been dead. They wouldn't even took him in alive. I've
Yeah.
never seen a case where a black person or a person of color would have just a gun
And he
and
killed
a
10
AR and
white people. If he would have killed 10, come on. Yeah, he was handled very delicately. Turn around. Is it too tight? Is the cuffs too tight? Yeah. Yeah, it would have been a whole different situation.
I just believe that like I don't know, to me, my beliefs, like I know a lot of people don't agree as far as like taking a life for a life. Like I just believe like people like that, they should have just took him out. Like, why even waste resources on him? Like, our tax dollars is going to go to keeping him alive at the end of the day. He's going to be able to get his teeth fixed while he's in prison. They're going to preserve his life. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like when you're in prison, they come out looking younger than us and be like 60, 70 years old. Because they be preserved nicely in prison, come out. Like, why are we wasting resources? I know a lot
Right.
of people are going to disagree with that.
So do
But
you think he should get the death penalty?
yeah.
Yeah.
I just believe and then these people that be on death row, living a
For
full,
years.
death row for like 50 years.
That's a fact. So you saying they should have just got it over with? He killed 10 people, wounded 3. Let's kill this dude.
Take out the
Yeah.
trash.
Take out the trash.
Take him out. Take out the trash instantly. Like that's what if
Immediately.
I was a cop on there, they didn't feel threatened for their life when he had an AR.
Exactly.
You
I
only
don't
feel
know.
threatened when it's a black person. You didn't feel threatened for your life.
Right.
Like, come on now.
I agree.
I would have felt threatened, and he would have been done. They actually talked him out of it, like negotiating with him.
Right.
Put down the gun. Don't kill yourself. Don't do this.
They wouldn't have cared if it was a black dude. What? They wouldn't have did all that talking. It's just so crazy how they handle us so differently, right?
It's sad. Like, it really is. And it's sad that we have to think like that. Like, and when it happens, like, why is it like I have to think about Dag? If he was black, they wouldn't even wasted no time and I wouldn't have had to spend my tax dollars. Like, they actually delicately took him in, no scratch on him. Like, you know, they talked him out of it. Like, you're wasting time. Like, why do all of this?
Right.
Like, why are y'all talking him out of it? Let him handle it or y'all handle it.
Facts. Nah, I'm with you on that one. I'm sorry.
I just think like, you know, I just think like it's a waste of like air, to be honest. Yeah. Like, why are we putting him in prison to preserve him and feed him? He's going to be I don't know, like for life.
Yeah. So mom said, remember the black man killed 5 police officers during a rampage about 5 or 6 years ago? Well, the cops never gave him the opportunity to surrender. They blew him up in the building he was hiding in. Facts.
Yeah.
They handle us differently. That's just facts. And it's sad.
It is that they feel very comfortable. I just think it's like all about like their you know, just the perception of black people. We're looked at as thugs
and threatened. They've been threatened by, you know?
Yeah. So it's just like they don't even give us a chance. Like instantly they see a black person. I really think it's the punk in them. Like I believe that a lot of these people come from the suburbs. It's the punk in them because they come from the suburbs and you already have it ingrained in you that blacks are evil. Like it's ingrained in you from a child, from the media, from everywhere around you. Black is portrayed as evil. So it's like when you coming out of police academy and you're encountering a black person, it's automatically, I really do believe that they feel that their life is in danger. Like I really do believe that part, but is it right? No.
Right. Yeah. We gotta do just something different. Got love. I don't know. I'm just speechless. I'm sad. Just super sad. Just be mindful. That's why I be like, everywhere I go, I'm just so, even before this, I'm just so on point. I'm always looking. Everybody good? I'm looking. I go in my car. I'm locking my doors. But who knows? Like, you never know, though. So that's the scary part.
And I think another important thing is, like, even when I was listening to it and some of the workers in there that escaped, because he came in instantly shooting and he got, like, I think 2 cashiers that ended up dying. But there was a lot of the other workers who escaped out the back door. So I think even when you go into clubs, lounges, we really need to focus on where are the exits. Like even if there's a fire, let's focus on the exits. Like when you go, even when we go shopping.
About that, right?
But when you go to the supermarket, do you know where the second exit is?
No.
Me neither.
I don't really pay that no mind. I just want to go in. I want to shop. You know what I'm saying? But that is so important, though. That's good advice, E.
A lot of people survived that shooting because they went out the back exit.
Wow. Omar said, we missed you. Omar said, always stay on point no matter where you at. That's so true.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So again, our condolences go out to the families, and we're praying for peace. We're praying for the families that's hurting right now. And hopefully we'll get justice with this.
I hope so. Don't waste my taxpayer dollars. Get him out of here ASAP.
Get him out.
I want the death penalty. Sometimes I want them to live in misery.
Suffer. I want them to suffer.
I do, but you don't suffer in prison. Like you can. I was on the phone with one of my prison friends. He was baking a cake. I swear to God, baking a cake. I was like, what's that noise in the back? I sound like a microwave. It's like he was home. He was like, oh, I'm baking a cake in a microwave. I'm like, you baking a cake? in the microwave. Like, this is where my tax dollars are going.
Right. Right. You have to be suffering. You did a crime.
No, girl, they living,
They living their best life. Some of them living better than us out here.
They getting their teeth fixed. Okay, they getting procedures done. I don't know about no like butt BBLs and stuff. I don't know about that far. I don't know about that with the men's prison, but I know they able to cook. They get visits. He was telling me to come visit him. He can order pizza when I come. They get to order pizza. Like,
wow.
But this is federal prison. I think federal prison is the higher, like,
yeah.
It's a comfortable. That's where you want to go if you get locked up.
Jail dudes be on their bakery shit.
Yo, I'm not lying.
They come out chefs. I know somebody that came out that's a chef now. Yeah. It's true.
Baking. I was like, you baking a cake? Oh, okay. What kind of
cake?
Some
of them living better.
And why? Like, I don't want my tax dollars going toward this. I don't want, especially not somebody that just killed up 13 people. I don't mind somebody, listen, I'll allow it if you get in and you getting out. Maybe, some, I believe in rehabilitation.
Right.
But not for somebody that just murdered 13 people.
He needs to suffer. Period. Yeah. Omar said he need to be out in the streets so they could really get him.
If he would have tried that in like Brownsville or somewhere, first of all, the way they carry out there illegally,
exactly.
I think he knew exactly where to go with his senior citizens.
He knew exactly where to go. He ain't going to the hood because it would have been a different story. But yeah, let's go. Let's move on to our next topic. Kevin Samuels. He is a social media icon. Well, he was, rest in peace. Mm-hmm. A few years ago, I remember actually hearing about him a few years ago where he was really talking about men and how men should move. And then it turned out where he started talking about women and how, we ask for too much and, we want this type of caliber man, the 10, but we are 2. And a whole, but I wish I had a clip of him talking. But he had over millions and millions of followers because this man really stirred the pot with Black women. My question to you is that he passed away suddenly. He had a heart attack. People are really, really coming for his life. Like he deserved it. Karma is crazy. Do you feel that this is warrant? Like, he's human. He's a human being. He died. What's your thoughts on this?
As far as he's concerned, I believe that a lot of it was like for money and publicity. Like, I don't know if he really believed in what he said. Like he was a single man, divorced twice, had a kid. They were saying he wasn't paying child support for his kids.
Right. So I heard that.
I don't know how he was really as a person. I think what we're focusing on, like the people that are against him and for him, I believe that a lot of it was like a character he was playing. Like, I don't know if he really believed that.
Wow. Okay. So you didn't believe that. Okay. The last statement I heard him say on his podcast was that if you're over 35, I believe you're like, what he said? You seen that one where he's like, some dudes are 2 and 1 of 10 female. when you're over 35, like your waist goods. He's like, there's no, you can't get him there. Like it's over. You know what I'm saying? If you're not married and have kids and you're over 35, you're just waist goods. You're done with. Some of the things he said was just like degrading to Black women. But majority of the things he said were true. It's just the way he said it was harsh, and his delivery, he could have just made it a little bit more,
Wait, well, let's move on. A lot of it was true.
Yeah, a lot of it was true.
35, you believe that women...
No, that one, I said, no, absolutely not.
Okay, so what part did you agree with one of his
like when he said to like some of these females, they meet a dude and you gotta be having like a 6-figure, you gotta drive this certain car, you gotta be doing all of this, but you don't have that. You can't bring that to the table. I believe that, absolutely. Because that's the same for me. If I'm here, you know what I'm saying, and you're asking me to be somewhere and you not, then that's a problem. How you gonna tell me I gotta be a 10 and you a 4?
Yeah.
So some things he said, I agree with, but it was how he delivered it. He just was, and I was so like confused on why some of these girls went on his podcast, because all the girls on there, they would leave like almost in tears. I don't know if you see, like they would leave like, yo, he really is giving it to me. Like, can I talk? He wouldn't give them a chance to talk, to tell their story. He would shut them down and just belittle them. So that's the only thing I didn't like about him. But everybody's saying that he is karma is crazy, and that's why he passed away, because it caught up to him. I don't wish death on nobody. You know what I'm saying? And this is how he made his money. This is how he ate.
I
And then
believe so too. I believe a lot of it was because from what I didn't listen to him a lot, but I would always see, like, because he would go viral a lot. That's how I caught up with some of the stuff he would say that was controversial. So I can't even speak on a lot of his comments that he would say. But from what I read, it just seemed like at first he was going hard on men. Like it was basically like, men, you step up and do this, like you said. You step up and do this. And then he kind of switched it. But I believe that when he initially started talking about men, he wasn't getting the fanfare and the viewers that he was getting at that point. So that's why I believe it was more of a character than his beliefs. Because I feel like when he switched it up, and I did the same thing with my YouTube channel. You know, I told you I started doing summer dresses. Summer dresses, little elevator music in the background. One time I was like, let me just put on my swimsuit and do some beach wear. Girl.
I bet the hell so.
The viewership that I got, okay, literally 500,000 views on that channel.
So you saying that he did it as a fraud? You saying so you're saying he was a fraud because of the followers?
He was a fraud, but it's like just like with me, I'm not a fraud because I switched up to. I love bathing suits, but I switched up to bathing suits because I saw like that's what's gathering the people, and I'm getting money based on the viewership. So I believe with Kevin Samuels, the same thing happened when he saw the viewership instantly jump. You watch your algorithm when you doing a YouTube. You watch the algorithm and you're comparing the difference. So of course, if you're looking at, if he's a smart man like how I am, you're gonna say, oh, wow, people started looking when I started bashing women. Oh, I'm gonna go hard now on women. And then I think he switched the game.
But let me answer. I don't believe you should go on and bash us, me and you, Black women, for your numbers to go. That don't sound right, E. Nah, I'm not. And then his legacy, everybody's talking about how, you know, he was a douchebag and, you know, he did all this. Like, I don't want to die and people just to get my numbers up. I don't want to die and my legacy is Ebony was a no good. She wasn't loyal. She lied. She was a fraud. No, I'm not doing that for my numbers. If my podcast or whatever I do, my business is going to go up, it's going to go up because I'm genuine doing it from my heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be somebody that I'm not. Just like you said, he started talking about, you said that wasn't really him. I'm not going to do that, especially us. That's why I didn't really support him, because he would bash us. He would talk down on us. He would I wouldn't know. But the crazy thing is, mad Black woman was the viewers watching him.
Exactly. I watched last night, which came up on my feed, my YouTube feed, was Nicki Minaj called into him. I don't know if you saw that one. She called into him, and she even, I don't know if it's a thing where you kind of want that validation. Like he's harsh. So it's like you kind of want to see what he's gonna say about you, just to see what you say. I might want to call up, just see what he's gonna say. What you guys say about me? I feel like I look good, and all this. What you guys to say? So she did the same. Nicki Minaj called up and was like, "What do you rate me? How do you feel that I am?" And then he was like, "How do you feel about yourself?" And she was like, well, I feel like I'm a 7. And then he was like, okay, well, I think he sugarcoated because it was Nicki Minaj. But he was like, I feel like you are 9. So, and then he was basically like saying a lot of stuff. But she was on his show asking the same thing regular women was asking. Why? Because of the sensationalism of it all. Like I still believe that it was partially him, but I believe that he doubled down on what sells. Like he went harder with it, and it's nothing wrong with that. I believe, like, listen, if that's who you are and you kind of want to be harsh with it, change it up, get that money.
You can be harsh, but not not even harsh. You can get your point across. You can be stern. You can be all of that. But when you disrespect us Black women, I have a problem with that. And that's not for me. That ain't for me. I ain't doing that.
But as you have a problem with it, there's 20 more people who don't have a problem with it and who support it. So that's the
And
thing.
that's a
And it's
fact.
like
And that's a fact.
he was winning off of the people that were supporting him. Even now, when you look in the comments, there's a lot of people that are against him. Yeah, he died like with a lot of people against him, but he also died with a lot of people in support of him.
Yeah. Yeah,
so it's like,
it's not for everybody. I'm just saying my opinion is he wasn't for me. He wasn't my person because he disrespected us. And if you disrespect us, I can't support you. And I can't mess with you like that.
I would never support him. I never watched him. Just from him going viral, it never enticed me to even pull up his YouTube at all.
Yeah.
Only after he died and it was coming up on my news feed because I was interested in seeing. So naturally, the algorithm started pushing stuff to my page. So then that's when I started watching him to see what it was about. But I just believe that I'm in support. Like, I don't know him personally, so I can't speak on him. Like, I only know the character, and I truly believe that I don't know if that was his beliefs because he got paid. He had millions of views. He was a millionaire from the views. If you look up his YouTube channel, you can look up how much people are getting paid. And he was getting paid millions because of the millions of followers he had on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if that was me, and I don't like whether you believe it or not. It's not like I'm out there shaking my ass. Like, I'm out there, I'm speaking, and hey, if this is the algorithm I see is jumping up, I might double down on it and go harder with my feelings. I don't know.
Julian says he still spoke the truth. That doesn't change.
That's what I'm saying.
Thanks for your opinion.
Yeah, I think he was. Some people believe that was the truth. It could have been his truth, maybe or not, but it still resonated with people. So again, he still was doing a service.
Some of the things I heard was he was on point with some of the things that I've heard. It was his delivery. It's how he spoke to us. It just was disrespectful. So yeah, he was telling the truth most of the time. Some of the times he was talking bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you over 35 and you can't, you dead, you scraps on it. No, I don't believe that. Okay. But that don't take away from some of his good points. I said that, but he was so disrespectful where I couldn't support him, period. That was it.
But it was making him money. There's so many people,
and if that's good for you to disrespect and belittle your people just to make money, then kudos to you, not me, not for me.
I think it was partial. I don't know if he believed. That's what I'm saying. I don't know him as a person. I want to believe that he did it all for money. So, and a lot of people supported him, even though, like I said, I don't know, but I'm just wondering if it was for money. I feel a little bit bad I would like to know like how he did die, like to die like that. He seemed like a healthy man.
How he died.
How? What you think?
Well, they said he died on a Caucasian woman. This is what they saying.
Caucasian.
What they said? She was. What was she?
Hispanic or some kind of Hawaiian, some kind of like not.
Well, she wasn't
Hispanic. It might have been Hawaiian or something like that.
But yeah, I don't know. They saying that he died on top of her, but I know she was in a home with him. She was the call. He called 911.
I read the police report.
Oh, so you did?
What did say she did. They quoted her. He did fall on top of her. So I don't know if that means they was having sex. Maybe he could have been talking over her, and oh, what happened? And then bam, he falls on me like that.
Right.
Like, so I don't know if it was really in a sexual, like, cause she didn't say that. Right. So I don't know if it was that. But I don't know. Like, how do you just fall out like that under cardiac arrest? Like, I don't know. Like, what was it? They said he was drinking a lot of Red Bulls that had a lot to do with it. So
maybe he had some health issues that we didn't know. I know he said in one of the interviews when he passed away, I read it up because I knew we were going to talk about him, that he had cancer when he was younger. I don't know if you read that. So I don't know. Maybe he had some health issues that nobody knew of, and he was drinking. Maybe he had a good night. He pumped too. I don't know. And had a heart attack.
Viagra and Red Bulls, because that gets your heart bumping, your heart pumping. Adrenaline going, like I would love to see if they do a toxicology report. Like, I don't know if they're going to do that with him, because I want to know. There are a lot of rumors saying he was doing cocaine.
Oh, like, I heard that too.
I'm just wondering, like, what was it like? Because even for myself, it just gives you a glimpse of, like, I don't know, it makes you feel like about your own mortality. Like, do people just drop dead like that? Like, I want to know. I want to grasp on to, like, I need to know, was there a reason? Like, did he just drop dead at 56? For no reason,
right?
Just because he was drinking. I mean, Red Bulls, I would never be drinking. I never I remember I did a couple of times. I drank some Red Bulls, and I remember reading like how much caffeine, how bad, and how much sugar it had in it, and I stopped
Mm,
immediately. So they
okay.
said he was drinking like 5, 6 a day, and that,
Wow.
from what I read, that's very harmful as far as like the
Okay.
caffeine, the sugars, and stuff that's
Oh,
in it.
really?
Yeah, and
Okay.
a lot of even the little ones that I pulled up that was coming through to my newsfeed, and I was watching it, not just based on the commentary, but I also did see it. I witnessed it myself when he was talking Red Bulls back to back, like
Oh,
just drinking
really?
it like it was nothing. So
Wow.
I don't know if that had a lot to do with it, but I would love to know like what, like, are they gonna do a toxicology? Like, was it, Red Bulls? Was it cocaine? Was it Viagra?
Right.
Did he
Right.
have a bad batch or something? So I need to know. I mean, I don't
Did he have
need
a
to
bad
know, but
batch?
I'm curious to know.
Right. Curious. Me too. But well, rest in peace, Mr. Samuel. You definitely left an impact. I don't know if it was a good one or a bad one, but he did. Rest in peace. Our prayers go out to his mom. He had children. And yeah, lessons learned from, his story. Be more kind and work on your delivery. Yeah. So
I don't know about that. I don't
let's
agree with
go
that.
into Mental Awareness Month. It is Mental Awareness Month, and this topic is so needed. We need to talk more about it. Wendy Williams, my favorite. I
I
love
love
me
her.
some Aunt Wendy. Do you understand me?
I still DVR it, even though I'm not as much into it, but I love her.
Yeah, I
I
miss
love her
her.
show.
I know, I miss her. She recently had an interview with Fat Joe, the rapper. He had her on her show, and everybody is going crazy on social media saying that she was off. She was rambling her words. She just did not seem well. My question to you is: do you think Fat Joe should take responsibility? Now he says that's his friend. Wendy Williams is his friend. Do you think that he should take responsibility? Like, why would you bring her on your show knowing that she's not 100% well? Um, and she's looking crazy out in these streets. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I don't believe that he did it for like fame or anything, or like the viewership. I do believe that he wanted, like, a lot of people, even me, and when
Want
you
to
look at the
know?
comments, a lot of people are wondering, where is Wendy? How is she
Yeah,
doing? Is she alive? Is she
right,
well? Is she on a ventilator? Like, I want to see her. So
right.
even though her mind wasn't right, it was good to see that she still looked good. Like, even
Yeah,
though her mind kind of looked, she's all over the place, but she still was, she still looked good as her physical
yeah,
appearance. So, I
yeah.
mean, but I think he handled that interview really
He
well. But
did.
I just think you don't really know, like, it's not like he's a psychiatrist, like he can say, oh, yeah, she's not all with it. I think he maybe felt like, let me let her fans see her. Let me let, people see how she's doing. And then when he tried to
Stop
do
in
the
their
interview,
fingers. Yeah,
he was on live. I don't think he knew that it would be such a struggle that it was when he was
yeah.
in the interview, but I still think he handled it well.
Now Fat Joe and Remy is co-host on her show. Do you think that was crossing boundaries, knowing that you guys are doing hosting? Why would you go speak um, about Sherry Shepherd? Because she spoke of Sherry Shepherd. She's taking her slot over. So a lot of people are saying that Joe kind of like crossed boundaries with the Wendy show doing an interview with her.
No, I don't believe that at all. Like,
No.
what? How is that crossing the boundary? What do you think? Like, how would that be crossing the boundary?
Well, for me is first if they're friends. If it was my friend, I don't care what job I'm doing. If my friend was like, "Listen, Ebony, I need to go on your show. I want to show my fans that I'm good. I'm coming back," then I'm gonna do that. I don't care about the Wendy Williams show because I got other stuff in my corner job hustles. So
Mhm.
that wouldn't matter to me. But a lot of people are saying that he shouldn't have did that interview, knowing that he's hosting the Wendy show and asking these questions about Sherry Shepherd and about her show. It's kind of like, mixing the two. But if he didn't
But one thing
sign
has
up,
nothing to do with the other. Like, how? Okay, I'm hosting a show. What does that have to do with him? Like, how is that a conflict of interest? He's hosting a show and he's interviewing somebody who gave him an opportunity to host his show. She's doing him a favor. He's in that seat because of her.
yeah,
He's
because
paying
of her.
homage to her.
Because I guess because they started talking about Sherry Shepherd and Sherry Shepherd is taking over her slot. And then she was like, no, I'm coming back to my show. She keeps saying that. I don't know why. I don't know. She's just like,
But if
no,
I'm
I'm coming back.
going live with you, like I'm responsible for your thoughts and what you're going to respond to. If I ask
I
you a question,
agree.
like, how do you feel about Sherry Shepherd? And then you'd be like, oh, I hate that B. Like, I'm not responsible for the way that you respond to a question that I'm asking. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't know that she was going to say, oh, I'm not going to watch her show. And she said it kind of like fly by night. It wasn't like she
Right.
delved in and said it hard in a harsh way. She
Yeah.
said, oh, that's not my kind of show. I already know what she's going to do. I'm not going to be watching. And then she went on. Like, it wasn't like she just went hard on
Right.
it. But of course, we
She
all
said
picked
it
up on it.
politely.
Yeah,
Jab.
but Fat Joe's not responsible for how she responded to a
Yeah.
question that he
I
asked.
agree. I agree, but people were going crazy on him on social media. I agree. Like if that's your friend and you generally want to help her get out to her fans, to show her fans like, listen, I'm good. I'm in sound mind. I'm coming back. I don't know when, but I'm coming back. Then I didn't see a problem with him doing that. And
But
again,
what
he
do you think
handled
about
the
it?
interview. He handled that interview like because sometimes I could see he like, wait, she was jumping all over the place. Did you see it?
Yes.
She was jumping all over the place. She was pulling people in. She was saying like, and then he would look like, and then he'll bring it back and try to get her attention. So he handled the interview very well.
Do you think so? You feel like something was wrong mentally with her?
For me, you can tell that she was off a little. Yeah, she's off a little. Yeah.
I believe the same thing
It
when I
has
watched
to be
it.
something for somebody to freeze your accounts, It has to be something going on mentally with her that we don't know about for them to freeze her account so that she won't. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's something more to the story that I'm
Yeah.
sure eventually it'll come out.
Mm-hmm.
But something is mentally going on with her. She's been through a lot through the past
Yeah.
years. Her husband cheated on her, had a baby on her. She has this disease. Her legs are swollen. She can't really, you know what I'm saying? She's been through a lot that'll make you lose it a little bit. So we need to be a little bit more kinder, pray a little more for Wendy, and hopefully she'll come back,
Yeah.
bigger and
And I
stronger.
do believe when I did watch it, I felt really bad for her, and not bad like, well, Joe was showcasing her mental health illness. I don't think he knew like
Yeah.
where this was gonna go. I just think he wanted to, show that his friend is well, and he wanted her fans to see her. But I
Right.
do believe like it was a struggle for her to focus. Like he was trying to talk about one thing. I don't know if you saw the part where he's like trying to ask her questions about her show, how she's doing. And then she pulled out like a shirt that she got from Joan Rivers. And she's like, look at the shirt that I got. Oh my God. Did you know Joan Rivers was
Right.
over here? And then she was here. And then she goes into the story about Joan Rivers. And it's
Right.
like, he kind of asked a little question and he let that go. Then he's like in the middle of something else and she pulls out another shirt. And then she starts showcasing the shirt. And it was
Right.
just like, it was kind of sad because it was like, you knew like she doesn't have it all together. Like she's having some kind of breakdown.
She
Like
is.
where she does need some type of mental health. And then she was just saying like, she was just, her thoughts weren't like,
Yeah.
it wasn't
Not
together.
the Wendy. It wasn't the Wendy, the on point Wendy. You can tell that I don't know, she's just not herself. And you can tell in that interview that she was all over the place. And I hope whoever was in her home or whoever's around her is sitting down with her like, listen, we got to get it together. Before you go back to anybody's show, you got to get here right. Your mental. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want you looking crazy. And that's what I'm going to do. I would do for my friend. If I'm saying like, yo, you got to get it together. You got to start
But I
seeing
still
somebody
think
in
she
a regular
has it. I
something.
still think like she got like some areas where it's like, confused or whatever. But I do think she's still giving out orders. Like you can tell like she still has it where she's shooting out orders. So I don't think she's going to take orders from anyone. I still think at that point of her, it's still like a boss bee. Like she's still going to let them know what time it is. Like, nah, I'm not. I'm going on the show today. Get out of here. You're not going to tell me nothing. I'm going on.
That's
Goodbye.
Yeah.
So I think, there's some parts of people who's like lucid and then there's some parts who's like, so you can't control, like,
that's true.
You still got to let them be who they are. And she's still making her own money. It's not like she's living off of anybody. She's going to do what she want to do at the end of the day.
Well, I hope there's somebody that's strong enough and bold enough, ain't scared of her, to tell her like, look, You looking crazy. Let's get the
Mm-hmm.
help we need so we can get to this money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So our prayers go out to Wendy Williams. Hopefully we'll see her with. I don't think she should be back. I think she need like one more year.
I don't think she's coming back. I think she was just that was like wishful thinking. Like I don't think like
Yeah.
that's in the works. Like they already said
Yeah.
Sherry Shepherd is replacing her. I think in her mind it's like I'm gonna get on somewhere. I don't know where, but
Right.
she probably do have offers. Because listen, if I was on another network like Lifetime, Oxygen, VH1, I'm sure she's getting a lot of offers.
But they said she got an offer for a podcast. I don't
Yeah,
know if
she
you
could
heard
do
that.
something.
Yeah, I could definitely see her
I
with a
believe
podcast.
it. I'm
Yeah.
sure she has a lot of offers knocking down her door. Because if I knew that a network let go of her, she is a treasure trove. She's gonna make
Yeah.
somebody else money. And if they
Right.
smart, these networks would break down her door,
What?
getting her to they offer her to open up their wallet.
Absolutely. I'm sure, like you said, people are like, we got to get Wendy together, but because we're gonna make some money. Because she's good at what she do. You can't deny that. She's good at what she do.
I think she is gonna be back. I don't know if she's gonna be back on that network at the Wendy Williams show, but I
Yeah.
believe that she is gonna come back once she have it together.
Yeah. Oh, Wendy, we love you, Wendy.
And we're praying for you, girl.
Absolutely. I just want to say, I want to give a shout out to my mother. Today would be her 74th, I believe, or 75, 74 birthday today. May 15th is her birthday.
Oh, awesome. Oh, what
Yeah,
you do?
rest in peace, little
Did you
Nita.
do
I
anything?
love
Do you
that
do
lady.
anything every year to kind of celebrate it or
We do usually do stuff,
oh, I
but
was
this
with
year,
you last
huh?
year. I
Yeah,
was with you
we
last year when you did something.
exactly. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did something big for her. But then, some years people are just doing their lives. My sisters and them are doing, their own thing. We just stay easy. But I just want to give a shout out to my mom. I love you. Keep watching over us. She would be 74 today. And yes, love on your moms while you have your mothers. I always say that to y'all. I always say that to E. Love on your mothers while they're here because you only get one mom. And happy birthday to Omar's daughter's birthday
And
is
it was
today
Mother's
as
Day last week.
well.
So
Yes.
that was
Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful moms. We were not on. Happy Mom's Day to your beautiful mom.
yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. What's the final thought for
My
today?
final thought is always relates to mental health. Like no matter
Mhm.
what, even when I was watching the Red Table Talk with the woman, the young beautiful woman, I forgot her name, that committed suicide. Like I just
Mhm.
think no matter what, like we have to find like some type of outlets. If you're feeling down, like I think you have to catch it at the beginning stages. Like
Right.
don't allow yourself to delve deeper into it. I just think like we need to focus on things that make you happy.
Yeah.
Like, and it shouldn't be hatred and anger. Like, I just think, go out, smell the flowers, hug a tree, like, just do things, whatever it is that makes you happy. That's
Yeah.
not, that I just think, I don't know. I just think mental health is such a big deal. And it's something we need to work on like every day, no matter what it is, sitting in your house. Like, just watch a show that you love. Like, do things that make you, your family, your friends, people around you happy.
Yeah.
Make yourself happy.
Yeah. And I think we should talk about it more. I think a lot of people don't like to talk about mental health because they feel like, something is wrong or, people are judged, you crazy if we talk about mental health, but it's so important. Anybody can have it. I have, it's all about dealing with your mental. That's why I always incorporate meditation. I always try to do it every morning because it sets the tone for me. It gets my mind right. Because it could be any one of us to lose it one day. And you were like, wait a minute, Ebony was all good. She was doing this, but she just lost it. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to talk about that. Like you always say, E, are you good? Like you always call me, but nobody never asks me how I'm doing. And I always remember you saying that to me because it's so important. Like check on your strong friends. Check on your strong friends because you never know if something is going on with them. And that's so important. And I just want to read a little quote. is you don't have to struggle in silence. You can be unsilent. You can live well with mental health condition as long as you open up to somebody. So my final thought is open up, talk to your good friend, talk to that good friend that you trust. You know what I'm saying? That you know ain't gonna judge you. You know that's gonna push you and pull you up and support you in that mental health issue. Yeah, and we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We see all
Hit
you
the
guys
like
on
button,
YouTube.
the love
Yes,
button.
the love button. I like that. Click on the love button, the like button. It's free, y'all. We ain't gonna charge you. Just click like,
Subscribe, watch
subscribe.
the video. That's
Yes.
support.
Yes.
It
Leave a
supports us in
comment.
our movement.
Yes. Thank you. I see the like. Yes, I see the likes. Thank you. See, some people be listening. Thank you. Leave a comment when we get off this YouTube live. Leave a comment. If you like our content today, leave a comment. It's free, y'all. We love y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all did not have to take y'all time out for an hour to join me and my co-host, but y'all did, and we appreciate y'all. Just for a little
Absolutely.
talk, a little
And
girl
please
talk,
tune
and guy
in
talk.
next week. We're gonna be
Yes,
putting up more, content for you to watch.
yes.
We're still out here, okay? Support us. Whatever you're doing, let us know. It's a circle of support here.
Absolutely. Absolutely a safe place. We love you guys. We heart you. Next Sunday, 5 p.m. Love
Yes.
and
See you
light,
then.
guys.
And have a great week. And we'll see
Yeah.
you then
Have
to
a
talk
blessed
about
week.
it.
Love you, co host.
Love you too, girl.